Good morning and welcome to After GMS. Just giggling at some of the behind the scenes things we work through every day. We're so glad you're joining us though. I'm Megan Malaris alongside Taryn Kirksey, Ed Matthews, and Stacy Spivey.
And we do want to start after GMS. Before we get to all the fun social conversations, we want to talk about the weather because things were pretty wild yesterday, but today things are much calmer.
Yes, that is certainly some good news. So let's take our time here and walk through the 7-day forecast for you. Temperatures out the door this morning, a little bit on the cool side. We're starting out generally in the low to mid 50s as we go through the day today. You'll notice the mostly cloudy conditions will continue. High temperatures will end up in the mid to upper 60s, so a little bit cooler today, even cooler still for tomorrow. Tomorrow just really has that feel of a cloudy and chilly and kind of a damp day with some rainfall around. For now, we'll keep that rain chance at 40%. We'll put our high temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. A few neighborhoods, though, might not even make it to the mid 50s. We'll have to just kind of see how things play out as far as what radar looks like early in the morning. That's going to dictate how warm we get. As far as Thursday and Friday, rain chances lower, and then we are dry for the weekend with highs in the mid 70s.
And that leads us right into our first conversation. Some parts of the Triad got this on their doorsteps yesterday, a hailstorm covering the ground in ice in Greensboro. We want to know, did you get any hail at your house yesterday? You can tell us your experience in the comments section below. The hail was kind of like a snow day for some, as people were seen out playing in it. This is actually from Greensboro, the Costco parking lot off of Wendover Avenue. You can really see how deep it was when cars were driving through, and you can just hear the sound of it slushing everywhere. But the storm was severe in Alamance County. A tree smashed a car in Swepsonville. Another tree on the same road crushed a garage. A woman and her son were inside when it happened, but thankfully both are okay. And here's some more photos that you've sent in to us of the storm. A tree limb snapped in half in this person's yard. And then Harry sent in this photo of the parking lot. Actually, this is there it is, the parking lot between Costco and Five Below yesterday. The ground just completely covered in hail there. And taking a closer look at the hail, you can see that it's pretty small in size at this person's home off Holden Road in Greensboro, but this little boy just having a lot of fun in his front yard. It looked like a snow day. That's what I can't keep going to, because that's what it looked like. And I didn't see anything yesterday because I was sound asleep. As I said in the Good Morning Show, it's that third trimester, kind of tired. Wrigley, my dog, and I took a nap, woke up, and I asked my husband, I was like, did it rain today? Because I knew that it was supposed to, and he was like, Stacy, are you serious? You didn't hear any of that? I was like, no, I was out, gone. So I had no idea that all this had happened. Then, of course, I got on Twitter and saw it was crazy, especially over in the Wendover area in I-40.
Yeah, Harvey said Mother Nature is so unpredictable, and that really puts it in perspective. I saw a little bit of that storm yesterday. I was worried that we were going to get hail. I had heard a few pellets hit our windows, and I was praying, oh, please, not again, not again. I had just gotten my car fixed from some hail damage we had a few weeks ago when that storm came through Randolph County, and we were visiting relatives there. It missed our house by a large shot, at least with the hail, but the rain and the thunder, we got a ton of that. This storm, very intense, it seemed.
Yeah, certainly an intense storm. I mean, not only did it have hail with it, it had heavy rain, strong winds as well. And, you know, you don't see video like that too often anywhere, and especially here in the Piedmont, Ed. I know you've been here for a while. Have you seen anything like that around here before?
Not that. Those photos were incredible, showing, and it really did look like snow cover. It really did. It really accumulated. And you know, a lot of our friends on Facebook this morning are saying, what hail? What rain? And that's just the nature of severe weather, or any scattered storms that we would get in the afternoon. We didn't see a lot of storms on the radar yesterday, but boy, the few that fired up were really severe, damaging winds, of course, over in areas of Alamance County, and of course the hail as well. So pretty incredible. Some people got it, some people didn't. If you didn't get the hail, that's a great thing, because obviously hail can cause a lot of damage. But this is the greatest amount of hail that I have seen in a long time.
It was like slushy, those smaller pellets, whereas a few weeks ago it was larger ping pong sized hail. The smaller the hail pellet, though, the harder it can be to fix, because it's a lot of manual labor popping out all those dents if you're going to go the paintless route and getting your property fixed. I mean, that can be very tedious.
It really can. I mean, you're talking about hundreds, if not thousands, of dents in your car, instead of maybe just 20 or 30 if you have fewer, I guess, hail pellets and of larger size. So yeah, certainly a storm that I think that the people that experienced it will not be forgetting anytime soon. And what was interesting too, at night or in the evening, sometimes you get some of that fog that forms right over all that hail. It's very strange thing to see, but we've had that happen really probably a couple times over the past month or so with just these hailstorms that we've had.
The mist is the steam that rises from the ground. It's so interesting. We went on a walk yesterday after everything had cleared. There was no one on the trails because people thought it, might storm again, and seeing that kind of eerie phenomenon was cool but kind of creepy. Stacy, it seems like the disparity is so apparent here on our feed between the people who got some of it and those who got nothing at all.
Yeah, I mean, really from what our viewers are saying on the feed right now is that they didn't really experience that major hail like we did in Greensboro. Joanne said that she did get some rain where she lives in Darwick Acres. And let's see, Heather said High Point got passed over by the big hailstorm, but we got a downpour from it. Let's see, nothing in Silver Valley. According to Alicia, she said it stayed beautiful all day and just a little bit of rumble of thunder, but that's it. So crazy just to think how in different places different things happened. But also I do want to mention, Helen wanted to know, when is it going to get warmer?
Soon. It's coming. It's coming. No, it's just that time of the year. You go through springtime, you have ups and downs. But as you get deeper into spring and head towards summer, the dips in the temperatures are more short-lived, and the stretches of and the warm weather tends to last for longer and longer stretches. So the warm weather's coming back. I think this weekend we'll see highs in the mid-70s. Not seeing 80s, at least not in the short term, but don't worry, it'll be here soon enough, and everyone can get to looking forward to cooler weather. It's coming. It's going to be the 80s and 90s. Everyone's going to be sweating everywhere, and it's going to be like, man, I wish it was March and April and early May again.
Sweating, complaining about the humidity.
Yep. It's all coming. Wait for it.
So we just need to enjoy and embrace what we have now. Exactly. Right? Exactly. Okay, this was a fun conversation. We have another one you're really going to love. The guys, especially, it's about food. So stay tuned. First, we have to get to some of our morning headlines, and a lot to cover here as well. Have you heard about this? Governor Roy Cooper issued a state of emergency following a cyber attack on a major East Coast fuel pipeline. Colonial Pipeline has stopped full operations while it deals with a ransomware attack. Right now, the Greensboro part of the pipeline is working, apparently, and officials say there is not a fuel shortage at the moment. The governor did issue a state of emergency in preparation and in case of any supply problems. In the meantime, you've probably noticed, I sure did, Triad gas prices are on the rise, but the uptick in prices is not yet related to the pipeline shortage. Gas Buddy says during the last 2 weeks, prices at the pump went up about 7 cents a gallon. Experts say this price rise was connected to COVID recovery, but could continue if the pipeline doesn't resume operations soon. NC Works is hosting a hiring event. It'll be in person at the Greensboro office Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So set a reminder if you're interested. To participate, you must have a resume and active registration with NC Works. Social distancing and mask wearing are required for this. We have more information on WFMYnews2.com in the Ready to Hire section.
Okay, it's time for our next conversation this morning. I think you'll like this one. Today is National Eat What You Want Day. It's just a day to just indulge in whatever is your favorite food. And yeah, whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or all three, make sure you eat at least one of today's meals includes a food that really makes you feel good. Don't worry about calories or anything like that. But chime in on the conversation in the comments and let us know which dish is your guilty pleasure. Guys, ice cream. I mean, if I could, I would eat ice cream every single day after every meal. And I've been eating a lot of ice cream lately because it's just so good. But it's my guilty pleasure for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do a Caesar salad for a warm-up. Then I'm gonna go with authentic Italian pizza and pasta. You can't forget about that. There's really nothing like the legit pizza and pasta from overseas. For desserts, I'm gonna have to do a whole bag of pretzel M&Ms. I know Ed is reading my mind there. He prefers the peanut M&Ms, but I think the pretzel are better. And then how about a nice chocolate crepe from Paris?
Oh boy.
Getting fancy, Megan.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much room I'll have for all that when I'm done. Might feel kind of sick for a while, but that's what I would eat if I could eat what I wanted today. Turin, what about you?
That sounds good. All right, I guess I like breakfast food, so let's start with that. Biscuits, homemade from scratch. A lot of butter and stuff in it. If you're making the biscuits right, there's a lot of butter in it. It should be unhealthy. Bacon, scrambled eggs with cheese in them. That's the only way to do it.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what else for breakfast. I'll go ahead and throw some donuts in there too. Why not?
Yeah.
And with the drizzle. There's a place in town that sells you like the donut, sausage, egg, and cheese thing. And so I'll get that, and I'll get the glaze on top of that too. That's why my suit's fitting a little bit tighter these days. And then for dinner, I love steak, so I have to go with steak. Maybe I like a good baked potato too. Those are really good. Again, more butter because you have to have butter. And cake, funfetti cake. And that's the only thing that a grown adult should eat. Funfetti cake.
Funfetti cake.
You gotta have funfetti cake, and all the candies are good for me. And then I do like a chocolate croissant too. Now that I'm thinking about the crepe, kind of has me thinking about croissants now. Yeah, so that's probably what I go with. What do you think, Ed?
I tell you what, man, your breakfast was pretty incredible, and I bet you can cook a mean breakfast too. I love to cook breakfast. Men can cook. Well, I can most of the time anyway. But after I had Turan's breakfast. Later in the day, if we shall go back to dinner, like Megan, I would have a nice salad with about a half a gallon of ranch dressing on it. Because I do love my ranch dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. For the main course, I would have about a 20-ounce ribeye steak, medium rare. Okay. Well, it could be prime rib or ribeye. I mean, it's really the same cut of meat.
I'm just thinking about the nap after that. That's a lot of. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hey, that's okay. I'm on a roll here. So after the ribeye, I would have to have garlic, mashed potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
And steamed broccoli. And for dessert, I would have to go with strawberry shortcake. I've got to go out to the farmer's market and get some strawberries before they're gone. Strawberry season doesn't last very long, and I haven't bought any yet, so I better get busy. But and then after that, as Turan said, a long nap.
You have to have a long nap after all this stuff.
Yeah. I thought maybe one of y'all would mention it, but what about Mexican food? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Chips and cheese dip, and then tacos, quesadillas.
That's so good. It's not good for your tummy every night.
No.
We get tacos, dollar tacos from our local restaurant every Thursday. So that's something to look forward to every week. It's cheaper than buying groceries for that night.
Definitely,
dollar tacos.
Yeah.
never
Alicia
had a
said
bad taco.
she's starving now, and I totally get it. Yeah, the pregnant
so
lady's hungry.
I'm sure.
Well, a lot of other people are weighing in. I'll go ahead and tell you guys what they're saying because it's great. I love these kind of conversations. Walter says he's going to eat some cheesecake. Joanne says anything chocolate. Bobby said spaghetti or pizza. My mouth is literally watering as I'm trying to talk. Walter said he'll make some homemade biscuits and gravy for us. Alicia said definitely Mexican food. It's my fave. Jason said wings. Let's see. And gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just reading everything that people are saying. Oh, and Jason also said that he would love to go to the all-you-can-eat, sit down at Buffalo Wild Wings with some birthday cake ice cream, and Wanda likes the strawberry nut bread. I think that's what she said. So, all the good things.
Well, now that it's lunchtime for the Good Morning Show crew, let's wrap this up. So who's going to give us a final forecast?
I'll do it. Yeah, my mouth is watering. Let's see if I can talk here. Lots of clouds. I see these above the weather garden. Although there may be a peak of sun, I think overall a mostly cloudy day. We made it to 78 yesterday before that front moved through. And now that it's moved through, cooler air working into the area. We're on our way to the mid and upper 60s today. Tomorrow, boy, oh boy, join us tomorrow. That 58 may be a little too high for tomorrow. I mean, we could conceivably, in some parts of the Piedmont, stay in the low and mid 50s. We've got a little wave of low pressure on a stalled front south of us that will track just south of the Triad. That's going to throw some moisture our way for a chilly light rain, kind of off and on light rain, keeping us in the 50s all day. Only a small rain chance Thursday and Friday, but temperatures starting to recover. Mid 60s on Thursday, near 70 on Friday. Weekend's looking great. It's payback time by the weekend, and we'll deserve it, especially after tomorrow. We're looking at dry weather Saturday and Sunday with temperatures warming back into the mid 70s. Two things you don't see on that 7-day, and I'm happy about one of them. We don't see, at least at the moment, fingers crossed, any severe weather threat. And for those of you who like 80-degree weather, we don't see that for a little while longer. So we'll see what happens.
Turan, I know yesterday was your day off. We were joking with Ed about how he ironically or perhaps intentionally makes it rain only on company time, as he likes to call it, and gives us these beautiful weekends. I mean, 2 weekends in a row, Ed, that's pretty awesome.
Well, I'll give Turan the credit for the nice weekends. By the way, my days off are Friday and Saturday, okay?
Okay.
So most of the time, not always, but most of the time, those days are going to be bright and sunny, okay? At least here locally.
He's already put it out there now for the rest of the year, Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, no.
More than likely, you're going to be okay. We'll see how that turns out.
So if it's raining on a Saturday and you see Ed at the grocery store,
Let him have it.
Give him some slack. Give him some slack. All right. Thank you so much for joining us for After GMS. We have so much fun every day with you around 7:45 on the News 2 Facebook page.
Yeah, we love interacting with you guys. Join us again tomorrow and have a great rest of your Tuesday.